I'm I'm just utterly convinced we're going to hell. I'm not even a believer, but I think the show's gonna invent one for people like us. And you know what? When certain parts of the internet discover what the hell we just watched, and we're still coming back for more, we're probably getting canceled. And to be honest, we probably deserve it. I have never seen such a 10 out of 10, but also 0 out of 10 episode merged into one. This goddamn episode makes Alabama look like the pinnacle of family values. Mommy milkers and incest. You know you had something wild in when the second half of this episode looks pretty normal because the first half was so goddamn deranged. Okay, he turned them all into babies. They're their baby self. Okay, these are his girlfriends. Let's just hope nothing weird happens. Cut to our girl getting suckled on. Okay. Still not as bad as it could be. This girl creamed her pants as the young version of the other girlfriends breastfed. And worst of all is I'm coming back for next episode. Probably says a lot about me. But I acknowledge I'm going to hell. Fuck. Oh shit. You're going to want to go see my full thoughts on these episodes over on Patreon. Goddamn, just go check out the live reactions, man. Support the channel. I mean this wholeheartedly. And then before you tell me that it's recency bias or I'm over exaggerating, I unironically think this was more wild than Gushing Over Magical Girls. Gushing Over Magical Girls was wild most of the time because they were like naked and like okay, yeah, they're like clearly like have this air on TV. But it was just like softcore porn if we're really thinking of it. To turn them into babies. And to have a girl who wasn't a baby, who was in her full right mind being like, oh, the other girlfriends. And she's like, I said it last week, that whatever semblance of sanity that season 1 had went out the freaking window at the start of season 2. And it feels like, rather than it being a roller coaster where we get the high and then we drop, we have all that excitement, oh my god. Since season 2 started, we have been on a goddamn drop. And I don't know how much longer they can keep us as the viewers just continuously dropping. But somehow they be wildin' more every damn week. We all knew the maid had to be a girlfriend. I figured the way her eyes would open would be because of, like a kiss. Like, I thought that would be the thing. They trip their lips. I don't know, something. Like how she opened up. Turns out, yeah, she's actually indeed rainbow-eyed. The one character who felt like she had morals. Like, there's no way I could be in a relationship with my mistress's boyfriend. That would be too weird. No, do it. Okay, will you go out with me? Morals went out the window. Like, I started this episode when they started talking about babies. I realized to myself, I know I thought about the weirdness at first, but a mother and daughter are dating the same person. At some point, there probably will be babies made with every single person involved. And it hurts my brain trying to realize that grandpa would also be father, brother, cousin, because what in Alabama? I'm fully convinced this isn't even the worst they'll show. They are going to top. And I think what really works about getting across the bullshittery is they were fully clothed. So rather than it being like something like a gushing over magical girls, where a lot of that comes because like, oh my god, look, they're naked. It's basically softcore porn. No, it's kind of like lingerie. Lingerie, like you know what's underneath the lingerie, but because it's slightly hidden, makes it a little more alluring. And because they kept these bitches clothed up, you really got across just how freaking deranged these characters actually are. Rentaro at one point drags his face, and they had to censor it. I imagine he looked very similar to that one Titan in season 3 of Attack on Titan, when the Titan drags its face across the ground, and then like it's like, here's Johnny, I'm gonna crash the party. This was something. This was 10 out of 10 and 0 out of 10 all in one. If you even told me 3 years ago that someday I would be getting up here to discuss a show where a man and his 6, 7 girlfriends at this point would all turn into babies but one. The one in question had big old badonkadonks on her chest, and the other 2 girlfriends would suckle on them teats. I'd be like, yeah, that sounds weird, but that sounds like anime. And then I would finish the sentence that she would also be creaming her pants and aroused by this. I would say, what? I'm not a religious person, but I would like to imagine, and I say I would like, because if it turns out my ancestors can look down on me and see what I'm doing with my life, I accept full judgment. From the bottom of my heart, I hope to God that before this season wraps up, or maybe we get a season 3, at some point I'm going to look back at this and say, yeah, that was pretty tame. You let me know your thoughts down below. Probably episode of the week, for better or worse. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new around here, ring that bell if you want, I guess, to see more of this bullshit. Like I mentioned, full live reactions. Yeah, you're gonna want to check those out. I don't even know if these people are gonna want their names shouted out, but I also give video shoutouts when you're over on Patreon. I apologize that I'm putting it on this video. Alright, we got Franklin Greenway, Hikari Lounge, Fletchbringer, and we also have So Logiki. God help you guys. Take care. Have a good one.